There is one word that will get you through life, and it's very simple. And I learned this through a shaman on my first ayahuasca ceremony because I was freaking out. I had never done any earth plant medicines before, any psychedelics, and I was terrified. I didn't know what to do. And he talked to me and he spoke to me and he said, no matter what you see and experience, you just say, and that's okay. Okay. You just say okay. Because the plant, the journey is trying to show you something. But it took me 10 years to figure out that that actually is how we should be treating life as well. Because we are in a dream. The ayahuasca ceremony is like a dream within a dream, but we are living essentially our own dream. And life is trying to teach us things. The Maya. The Maya is trying to teach us things. That is all of the illusion, all of the, everything we experience. And sometimes life will bring us challenging things and we don't know how to handle it. And we don't want to look at those things. And we don't want to see or feel those things. But it is important to look at those things and see and feel them. And that is why on the journey, say you have to learn how to surrender to what the journey is showing you. Whether it's ayahuasca ceremony or a real life thing, that is how you get through it. Because if you don't, then it gets stronger and it gets louder and it gets more painful. So what happened to me, my first night, I did 2 nights. My first time ever, I resisted, I was terrified, I shut down, and it was a very painful experience. Pain the whole time. It was just death and pain, and I didn't know to just relax my body and allow what it was showing me. And this is why, because my first vision was going into like a bar, like a very dark, vampy saloon, with dancers and stuff and very kind of demonic looking, and then a huge snake coming in and wrapping itself in knots to form the word death in front of me. And it was like with skulls and roses. And I was like, that was my first time ever experiencing a plant medicine. So I freaked out and I just resisted the rest of the night, and the resistance made it a horrible, a very painful experience. And that is life. That is literally life. So when we are resisting looking at something, then we are causing ourselves a lot of pain if we're not acknowledging something. So what it was trying to show me was this caged lion in my heart that just wanted to get out, but it was caged. And it took me 10 years to uncage that thing. 10 years of painful experiences. But it was trying to show me that. And then it showed me, more things. But it was after I talked to the shaman and he explained to me, you just gotta let it show you what you need to see and what you need to know. Because sometimes we need to know these hard things. I didn't know. I had a cage around my heart and I was cut off from my heart and it was like a lion trying to get out, it was like my energy was caged in from, and at the time I didn't know why I was unaware. And this awareness that life brings us is so important. And so if we allow things that come into our life or happen in our life or painful experiences to really look at things and just say, okay, not try to control it because it'll get worse. If you try to control an experience, it will get worse. You literally just have to go along and be like, okay. And then the scenes of your life, the scenes of the dream, the scenes of your ayahuasca trip, it's all the same thing. It continues to move forward. And then you learn. You learn something new, and now you have this greater awareness, and that's how the scenes of the movie, of the dream of your life, change. So if you feel stuck, look around at what you don't want to look at and just say, okay, and release. Just say, okay, I get it. I understand. And when you understand something, you level up, and you move on to the next scene, and you continue to learn in the journey of life. So, if you're stuck, literally, if you're upset about something, if you're afraid of something, just look at it and say, okay. Acceptance. This is acceptance. We accept the truth that might be hard to swallow. And through that acceptance, we learn. And that is how we learn to know thyself. That is how we know where we need the medicine, where we need the self-love. That's where we know where we need more attention or care or nurturing or kindness. And this is how we can navigate life better, is by being okay with things that you cannot control. Yeah, so try it. Say okay today.